Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A Tea with Li. 女士们、先生们，欢迎来到李世锋茶谈录。Today, with great honor and pleasure, we are having Ana, Li Ana from Spain to share with us her story on Pilates and also on Wushu training. So Ana, please, you are on the board.
Hello, thank you for having me, Teacher Li. Very honor. It's also an honor for me to talk to you.
Yeah. So how do you and why you choose Pilates as your profession? So you have been teaching for quite a long time, and also you have students worldwide. So how and why you choose it in the very beginning?
Yeah, I study sports science, so I study different methods for exercise. But at that moment, the things that I was learning was very focused on going to the gym, running, body weight lifting, and things like this. But I didn't feel really comfortable with this kind of training, and I saw that for many women, especially all women, this was a bit boring. They needed something more relaxed, peaceful, in a atmosphere where there are not so many people, and they can focus more on their own body. So I started to train in another way, like to develop different exercise. And when I discovered Pilates, I saw, wow, this is what I've been doing. This is, even if I didn't know about Pilates, but this kind of exercise where you focus on your body, on your breath, where you adapt all the exercise to your body, and yeah, in a more relaxed way. So yeah, I really fall in love with Pilates, and I start to train first by myself, and I saw a big difference. My posture improved a lot. I felt more strength, more flexibility, and everything. And this is the method that I got the best results with my students. Yeah.
And on the way of training it, I mean, you mentioned that you fall in love with maybe by the flowing in Pilates, or the Pilates maybe in a gentle way to bring you strength. You know, you don't really like, the lifting the weight, for example, it's boring, or yeah. And have you ever made any mistakes on your way of training Pilates to become a professional instructor? Or how your action or your training makes you very professional?
Wow, this is a really nice question to just think about it carefully. Yes, because of course I made a lot of mistakes. At the beginning, for example, I didn't feel comfortable being in front of so many people. For example, I had to prepare very, very careful the class, all the exercise. So I wasn't very it's like, okay, I don't feel comfortable. I'm very new doing this. So I prepare the class. I have this exercise, and this is what we are going to do. Because it was like, I need to be in control of the class, of what is going on. And with the time, okay, this is the idea that I have for the class. But then I just look at the students and I see their bodies and how they are feeling with the exercise. So I can adapt the exercise to them. So they don't have to fix the class that I prepare for them because I don't feel comfortable. But when I had more experience, yeah, now I just look to them and I just try to adapt the exercise. And I think this is the best way, not to, okay, you have to do this and you have to do this. No, it's our body. It's just work with our body, feel comfortable, is understand how our body is built, and and help the student that they also understand this. How is their body? Where is tension? Where is not tension? How they feel more comfortable? How they can be in a better posture for the exercise and everything. So they have a lot of feelings, and they understand this by ourselves. And this is only possible if we adapt the exercise and the class to what they are needing this day. So because also every day is different, and sometimes they come with a lot of tension because they had a lot of stress in their day, or maybe some days they feel like, okay, today I'm ready to do everything. So this day you can put more energy on the class. So yeah, so adapt the exercise to the student and what they need. I think this is very, very important.
And okay, to adapt what they need, but also, how do you think your own discipline to share with them? I mean, okay, you mentioned that the flowingness for what your students are longing for, but sometimes maybe that there is some principles or some forms they should learn to keep their way more proper.
Yes. Right? Yes, I think in Tai Chi is okay. The form is like it is, and there's a reason why every detail, every movement is like this. But in Pilates, we also have a routine that we can follow, but we can adjust more because in Pilates, one exercise is formed by many different movements. So it depends on if they need more focus on their hips, or they need to focus more on the control their shoulders, don't put it in tension. We can put more attention to this part of the exercise. And when they have it, okay, we do all together. Similar like in Tai Chi, actually. Yes, but of course they need to really know that they have to work, and if they want to change their bodies, they need this discipline and they need to train. So I found that for some people they need to have a teacher with them. When they are with the teacher, they train harder than if they try to train by themselves. So just being with me, yeah, okay, they are going to put more effort, more energy, and they are going to know that they can do it. But because sometimes we don't have this discipline because we feel that we cannot do it, or we feel scared that, yeah, I'm going to train by myself, but what if I'm doing wrong? So when they feel comfortable, and this is something that also I learned with you, when you feel comfortable and you know that you can do more than you thought, okay, then you feel more, more confidence, and then your discipline is going to be better, and you are going to put more effort because you know you can go farther. Even that days that you feel, oh, I'm tired, I'm lazy, oh, today I don't want to do it, but you know that if you do it, you're going to feel better after that. So it's like you remember this and you do it. So yeah, I think it's just practice, and along the way you develop all of this.
Okay, cool. So now you are teaching quite a lot online, right? So how do you, maybe in the beginning you teach also face-to-face in person in your own studio or in the gym. So how do you overcome the situation with the camera in front of you? For many of us, we feeling very differently when we with the camera. So how do you overcome it? Have you ever have some like a situation you feel so embarrassing? When I first time with the camera, I tried maybe 5 or 10 times to film the routine which I practiced maybe for hundreds of times. I have the body memory but with the camera I kind of lost for a while.
Yes, same here, same for me.
Okay.
Same for me, yes. I remember at the beginning that, okay, I prepare the class, okay, I know the exercise that I'm going to do. I try to memorize also the class that I'm going to teach online. And yeah, I was relaxed. Okay, I'm ready. And at the moment that I saw, the red dot, when it's you can read rec, so it's recording already. Suddenly my face was very tense, and it's like, oh my God, and my voice was like, oh, hello, I'm Ana from Respirapilates. So yeah, at the beginning it was like this, but when in the moment that I start to teach and I do the exercise, it's not just talking, I'm doing the movements, so I focus more on my body. And then I start to feel more relaxed because I'm doing the exercise. I just try to tell them about what I'm feeling. So, okay, don't put tension on your shoulders. Okay, try to control your abdominals or whatever. Inhale, exhale. And yes, I'm talking about what I'm feeling in my own body. And then I feel more relaxed. And with the time, just repeating and repeating and repeating, I started to feel better. But still, for example, now, okay, I'm going to talk with Mr. Li. So it's like, okay, I feel a bit nervous.
Maybe it's common, right? It's a common, situation for the people, maybe with the camera, we always feel somebody is watching you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But with, as you mentioned, with practicing, we adapt it. And now you did amazing works for online teaching. Okay, now back to the Wushu part. Why, since when, and for what you choose Wushu? No matter any style, you training the Shaolin and Qigong, and also some Taiji with me as well. And so, why do you choose this? I know that, of course, the founder of Pilates, Joseph, how he created Pilates, he already put some Wushu elements into it, right? But how you personally choose to discover Wushu more?
Okay. Yeah, in 2019, I did a trip by myself around Asia. And then I met some people that they practice martial arts. And I had the opportunity to spend some time with them, and it was amazing because the idea that I had about martial arts was completely different about what I thought, like, okay, just fighting and whatever. Actually, when I was studying in the university, I practiced judo. But it was just, there's something that you have to do. You don't have option because it's in the curriculum of my degree. But I really enjoy a lot, but I never thought more about that. But in this trip, I really connect with this. And I said, okay, when I go back to Barcelona, I'm going to find a school and practice. And yeah, and I came back, and then a pandemic started. Corona arrives to our life, so yeah, impossible to go to a school. So I started to research online. I found some videos, and I started to practice online. And when it finished, I made a trip to Bulgaria. I met some people there that they practice also, and they talked to me about you. And because before that I was just doing online, and also with a Spanish school that they do Shaolin. I practiced with them for some months. It was very, very nice. But I was looking for Qigong. I thought that Qigong was what fits with me more. It's like, okay, yeah, I love Shaolin, but I don't know if this is my style. Maybe more like Qigong. And then I met you, and we started to practice. And yeah, you are responsible that I finished practicing Tai Chi, because your passion for this method is like, you give me this passion and this understanding of what is Tai Chi. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful to you for this, because it's because of you that I started to practice Tai Chi and enjoy loving this. And then practicing with you, I could understand what you mentioned, that Joseph Pilates practiced martial arts, and there are some elements on Pilates. I didn't know that before. I heard about this, but I never thought about this because I didn't know about martial arts. But then practicing, I could understand that, yes, there is a lot of martial arts inside of Pilates. There's a lot of things in common. So this made me even love more and enrich my Pilates practice. Practicing Tai Chi, yeah, improved my Pilates. So that was very, very, very nice.
So how and which, let's say, if we have to say elements or form is in greater similarity between martial arts and the Pilates?
Yeah.
For example.
Yes, I think one of the main things is the center. Like movement comes from center. In Pilates, we say powerhouse, yes, or centers. And movements comes from there, no matter if we are moving our legs or our arms. Sometimes when we turn our body, it's not that I focus on turn or start the movement in my arm. No, it becomes from the center. And this is something that is present in Pilates. And I also found in Tai Chi, but in a deeper way. That's why I could even understand better this principle that is one of the first things that you learn in Pilates, to work from your center. And yes, of course, it gives you a lot of quality to your movements, a lot of awareness of your body, of your spine. It helps you to release tension of your joints. And yes, but I think the way we practice this in martial arts, especially Tai Chi, that is what I have practicing more, the way that you develop this is more deeper than what we did in Pilates. So yeah, it helps me to understand better Pilates and to understand better my body. I think that's why I fall in love with this practice.
Cool. And yes, indeed, as we in our training, I always mentioned that in Pilates you have powerhouse. In Tai Chi or Chinese martial arts, we call the Dantian, energy ocean or energy field, and this is quite, even the name, they have some similarity. Powerhouse, energy field, so they are quite similar. And I'm happy that by training with different martial artists, somehow it empowered your powerhouse for your Pilates. It's quite amazing. So, and also you are a big traveler. You traveled all across the world. So how do you think the Chinese martial arts, in China we call it Wushu, you're also learning Chinese well, develop in this world? I mean, what you saw the Wushu elements rooted on different countries, or let's say, how do you think the Wushu can develop better? Because I had some talk with different friends from different countries. In the very beginning, most of them, they started, okay, I would like to defend myself, or I watched some movie, I saw it's karate, or I started training karate, later I feel something missing, luckily I found the Wushu, so how do you, and also you visited, the Middle East. What is your impression for Wushu in this country respectively?
Okay. Actually, in Middle East, I didn't see a lot of focus on exercise because of their culture. The body is something that is some kind of hidden, and doing this kind of movement outside in front of other people maybe it's not so appropriate, especially for women. Actually, I met an organization dedicated for ladies to help them to approach to exercise, because before, like 3 years ago, something like this, they never practiced any exercise, or not many exercise, and now they are trying to develop this, like, okay, exercise is very helpful and we need it and it's health, and so big changes are coming in Middle East, and especially with exercise. And now I saw that some people told me that in the last 1 year, 1 year and a half, a lot of gyms are opening. So people is more interested in exercise. And for Wushu, my personal opinion is that you develop a lot of skills, not just for your physicality, like, okay, more flexibility, more strength, but it's also balance, coordination, and it's also some cognitive things like attention, concentration, memory, and also this peaceful and feeling more relaxed, more centered, feeling better with us. So there are a lot of skills and things that are very value people. We value this kind of skills, and all societies, like in Middle East also, they work a lot, they have a lot of pressure, they feel this tension, they when I talk with your student Tatiana, and she said, okay, we spend a lot of hours in front of the computer, we felt tension in our spine, we need to find some time for us. So I think Wushu could be a very useful thing that people could learn. And how to develop them, I think it's very important to explain what it is, because maybe some people, they don't, like, happened to me before, I don't want to practice Tai Chi or Kung Fu because I don't really know what it is. Maybe some, especially some people, some old people, they feel, okay, I want to practice Tai Chi because I saw that it's very relaxed, very slow, and okay, this can help me. Okay, yes, maybe this is the right approach for you, I don't know. But maybe some men, they think, oh, this is very relaxing, I need something more powerful. But actually, Tai Chi is very powerful, so, but they don't know. So I think now is time so to people understand better what it is, what it actually is, because we have a lot of misunderstanding about these techniques. And I think, for example, in Spain, people is getting to know much better what is Tai Chi, and more people is interested for this practice. But until now, until some years ago, people didn't know very much. They didn't know a lot about this practice. Just movies, what you see in movies. So, but it's much more. So yeah, important that they know what it is.
Okay, thank you. And the last question will be that you also studying Chinese, and what bring you to study Chinese?
Yeah.
And actually, by the way, look, so if you see this cup, this is the character, the poem you win the gift. You know, this is the happy rain. No, the happy rain in spring. You remember the poem? 春夜细雨, the happy rain rainy in the spring night.
Yes.
So what brings you to learn Chinese language?
Yes, I think at the beginning it was just like a coincidence. Like I saw, of course, I felt interested about Chinese culture for a long time ago, but I never considered to study Chinese. But then I saw some videos, and I really love the characters and what is behind them. How, yeah, so I said, okay, I want to learn more about this. I started to study by myself at the beginning. I become more and more interested, and then I joined to a school, and after that, I don't know why, you know well, but I don't know, I don't need Chinese in my daily life. I didn't know anyone from China. So it's like, okay, you are learning something just for fun because you are interested. But with the time, I started to build like a war around me related with China. So not only learning Chinese, also to watch some films, documentaries about China, also to meet a lot of people from China. I met to train Tai Chi, Chinese martial arts. I love tea, especially Chinese tea, that your tea is amazing. I still have a bit. So it was like, oh my God, everything is related with China. What's going on with me? I don't know why I feel so much interest about all of this area, and somehow then I want to learn more Chinese because I understand better, for example, the concepts in Wushu. There are some words that we talk about together, and I could understand it better because I'm learning Chinese, also the tea, and to have the opportunity to talk in Chinese with some other people and some friends that I have now in China. So actually, I don't know what's going on with me, but I really love it and I really enjoy it, and yeah, I learn a lot.
Cool. And also you are coming to China in next month, right?
Yes,
and what you are expecting?
Yeah, I try to don't expect anything, and I don't want to make many plans. I just want to go there because it's my first time in China. I wanted to go since a long time ago, so I don't want to expect anything. I just want to go there and see how it is, and yeah, explore. Let's see.
Okay, sure. And of course, when you come, I will bring you to see, what we use to practice the Shaolin Kungfu and Taiji, and also to see what the temple looks like, how the village it is, and to explore the city. If possibly, we may go to the museum for the Chinese capital. It's a museum since you mentioned, I didn't know yet that you love the Chinese character quite a lot. That is in another city is called Anyang. So it's the capital in Shang Dynasty, was very, very old capital. And okay, so we are talking about China. So what you said, a lot of great things in China, the martial arts, the Wushu you like, the character you enjoy of writing, and also the tea you like the most. But what kind of stuff from China you don't like? Or what the Chinese customer you feel weird? I give you an example. For example, many people, they told me that in summertime, many men, they will go like upless, or they have the t-shirt, they were rolling up their t-shirt and show their belly. So they feel, well, what is happening on these guys, and they didn't understand. And so what do you feel? I mean, of course, you haven't been in China yet, but by somebody's sharing with you, or by the movie, or videos you use to watch. So what you don't like and feeling weird?
Okay. Yeah, I think sometimes, our culture is very, very different. So sometimes there are things like, okay, for example, also happened to me in Middle East. There are some things that, okay, I need to understand it, because if I just try to judge them, because, okay, this is my culture, this is you, I don't understand you, and I judge you, it's like, okay, of course I'm gonna say I don't like it, but if I try to understand, okay, then I'm gonna understand better. And yeah, for example, with my Chinese teacher, he told me that, yeah, and I also saw this, like, okay, many Chinese, they are very, very focused on what other people are talking about them. A lot, in social media especially. So he told me, like, when I post my Chinese lessons on Instagram, people say, "Oh, it's interesting." "Oh, I don't like it." "Oh, I don't understand this." When I post it in Chinese apps, people say, "Oh, this teacher is very handsome." "Oh, he's very ugly." "Oh, he looks like very." So people talk about their appearance. So it's like, oh my God, I was like concerned, like, okay, maybe I have to fix better my hair because all the time is very crazy. When I go to China, what they are going to think about me? Because my Chinese friends, they are okay, they're so beautiful. They are like all the time so perfect. So it's not something that I don't like. It's something that it makes me feel like, okay, I need to take care more, or I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that this is what in China we somehow stuck in, which called the 面子, like face, right? Face. So yeah, it plays a big role in the society, which is having 面子 or giving 面子 or losing 面子.
Yes, I know.
So like
I know.
you know this, right? So actually one ambassador, the ex-ambassador from Albania, he was the ex-ambassador of Albania in China, and he wrote a book called 面子 Face. Let's say literally talking about how he wrote about 关系, not 面子. But anyhow, so in China, okay, so we quite concerned about 面子. Do you give me 面子 or no? Or you make me lose my 面子? So yeah, this is something we focus too much. Like you stuck in somebody else's comments or opinion on yourself, which sometimes make you crazy, make you lost who you really are, because you put too much attention on somebody else's thinking for your 面子. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, thank you for your lovely story on choosing Pilates as your profession, and also studying Chinese language, practicing Wushu, the martial arts. And the last one is how you use a very simple word to express what Pilates it is, or what Pilates does mean to you.
In just one word.
No, you can use one word or simple word.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's body awareness. Yeah, to get to know better how my body is built. Yes.
So Pilates is a way of awake your body, like
Yes,
this.
yes, awake our body. Yes, awake
Okay.
our body. Yeah,
Okay.
and get to know it better. Yes, because sometimes it's like we're thinking, and we don't think about our body. How is my body today? I don't know. Or what is some block? What is tension? What is not? I don't really know it. And when you start to practice Pilates, you know this better. Also, when you practice Tai Chi, I learned it with you.
So how do you think to sum up what is Tai Chi? Let's say it's also wake your body, but it should be something different because they are different arts. So what do you think about Tai Chi?
Yeah, for me, Tai Chi is also this. Yeah, also this. But Tai Chi is like balance myself in many ways, physically, emotionally, mentally. Yeah, it's like all of this balance. Yeah, balance maybe is the word for me.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, Anna, thank you very much for sharing your story and personal opinion on these arts, and we are working on. And I am looking forward to meet you in China to show you, and also you will have a real bite in reality of China, which for a long time you are longing for to visit. And maybe, okay, don't expect too much, just enjoy, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And I just want to, say thank you for all the journey that we have shared together. Yeah, in our training, in our talks, and when we met in all around the world. Thank you very much. You are a great inspiration for me.
Thank you. And muchas gracias, and looking forward to see you soon. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Me
Hasta
too.
luego.
Hasta luego.
Okay. Chao, chao. 再见。
Bye.